Welcome to Mystery Handicapper. I went back and forth trying to pick a winner in this one. I think this is a good race. You can use a bunch of these on your tickets. Let's take a look at the field. Race number 9 at Keeneland on Saturday is the Grade 1 Queen Elizabeth II Challenge Cup. It's a mile and an eighth on turf with a purse of $800,000. Let's take a look at the field. Lush Lips at 5-1. Out of 9 races, 3 wins and 4 second place finishes. Look how she's done since Brendan Walsh took over. She broke her maiden by 7 on synthetic. Next time I won an allowance race on turf by 2. She was forwardly placed in both of those races. Florida Oaks, she was forwardly placed in that one. She finished second, just losing to Nitrogen. Next time out, Churchill, another second place finish to Nitrogen. Then at Churchill, she won by 3 3/4. And last time out in Delmar Oaks, just lost by half a length. She's versatile. But from the rail, you got to think she's going to be forwardly placed in this race. Getting 5-1 on the 1 horse, trained by Brendan Walsh. He's off to a hot start at Keeneland. Written by Tyler Gaffleo. Laura Lynn at 5-2. She's a perfect 5 for 5. Broke her maiden by a length and a half. Next time out, won by half a length. And off a layoff, several months, on a stakes race by a neck. And over a yielding surface, won by a length and a quarter. And last time out, she increased her speed figure nicely. The Saratoga Oaks Invitational, winning by a length and 3/4. She is a perfect 5 for 5. Written by Kendrick Carmouche. Trained by Graham Motion. She's 5-2. She's going to be tough to beat in this race. But, Kendrick Carmouche, he doesn't race at Keeneland much now. I mean, in the last 5 years, he's only raced at Keeneland twice. And her trainer, Graham Motion, well, according to NYRA bets, in the last 5 years, in graded turf races at Keeneland, Graham Motion is 0 for 12. But the horse doesn't know that, and the horse doesn't care. Getting 5-2 on the 2 horse Laurelin. I will use Laurelin on my tickets. Take a look at Simmering at 10-1. The European Shipper. Written by Louis Saez. She was pretty good at it as a 2-year-old. She put together some nice wins, but she's been struggling this year. Now, 4 races back, she did finish 3rd in a Group 1 race, 1,000 guineas. Next time after that, 11th place finish, and then she finished 10th behind by 19. And in the Group 3 race, finished 3rd behind by 3 3/4. You never know with these European shippers now. Getting 10-1 on the 3 horse. Daisy Flyer at 20-1. Broke her maiden at Kentucky Downs. Then in her 3-year-old debut, closed nicely. Only lost by a neck, finishing 3rd. She was 87-1 in that race. Next time in the Lake George, she was 7-1. She won by a neck. And back at Kentucky Downs again, well, she didn't do so well there. She finished 11th, behind by 9 1/4. She's a closer. She's going to need some pace to run into. She may not get much pace in this one. Getting 20-1 on the 4-horse. Opulent Restraint at 4-1. Trained by Chad Brown, written by Joel Rosario. She broke her maiden at Saratoga by half a length. Next time out, won a stakes race by a nose. In the Florida Oaks, she didn't do so well, finishing 4th. After that, she was the pace setter. Just lost by a neck to Laurelin. Belmont Oaks Invitational, she was forwardly placed again. Joel Rosario aboard. Now, I like Joel Rosario when he's on the lead. He's a dangerous jockey when he's on the lead. But I tell you what, in that Belmont Oaks Invitational, he was going way too fast in that race. After the first quarter, she was leading by 5. She ran the first quarter in 23 seconds flat. The half in 46 and 3. That was way too fast. Next time out, Saratoga Oaks Invitational. She was the favorite in that race and disappointed, finishing 3rd. She may be your pace setter in this one. There's not a whole lot of pace. I know she's been caught from behind a couple times. But if Joelle can slow down the pace a bit, she could be dangerous in this race. And I don't think you're going to get 4-1 on her. I think she's going to be higher than that when the gates open. I will use the 5-horse on my tickets. Candy Quest, 12-1, trained by Mark Cassidy. Written by Jose Ortiz. 12-1, she's in good form. Broke her maiden by 2. Couple races after that, won an allowance race. And 2 races back, won a grade 3 at Woodbine. And last time out, she closed well. Very well. Finished 2nd to Fionn. She was nearly 17-1 in that race. Getting 12-1 on the 6-horse. Candy Quest. She's interested at 12-1. Destino de Oro, trained by Brad Cox, written by Irad Ortiz. She broke her maiden by 2 1/4. Next time out, grade 2, she's lost by a head. In her 3-year-old debut, off a layoff of several months, no problem at all. She won that race, and boy, did she close nicely in that one. She was 10 behind. Next time out in the pucker up, won by 3 3/4. And at Kentucky Downs, well, that racetrack isn't for everybody. Maybe she just didn't like the track. Getting Irad Ortiz aboard. 8-1 on the 7-horse, Destino de Oro. I will use the 7-horse on my tickets. Will then at 20-1. Broke her maiden at Woodbine. Followed that up with a grade 3 win in Delmore. Then off a layoff, a stakes race at Santa Anita. The last few races, well, she struggled a bit. Finishing 5th last time out in Delmore Oaks. 3rd before that, and in Edgewood, 5th place finish, behind by 5 1/4. Got Frankie Dory aboard. He's doing well at Keeneland. Getting 20-1 on the 8-horse. And to close out this field, it's Fionn at 3-1. Well, you gotta love her form. Look at her form. Broke her maiden at the fairgrounds by 4 1/4. Next time out, an allowance win. Then a stakes win. Then she got off of Lasix. She finished third, but she finished third behind Nitrogen. Then a regret, her second race off of Lasix, well, she won that one. Belmont Oaks Invitational, well, she turned the tables on Nitrogen, winning by a nose. Impressively, that was an impressive win. Last time out, Kentucky Downs, she closed impressively again to win by 1/2 length. She's very impressive. Out of 8 races, got 6 wins, a second place finish, and a third place finish. She's 2 for 2 at the distance. She's a Grade 1 winner. But her worst finish, well, it was at this racetrack. She finished third. Getting 3 to 1 on a 9-horse. Fionn, I will use Fionn on my ticket. So these are the horses that I'm using. I think this is a good race. I'm using Fionn, Destino, Dioro, Laura Lynn, and Opulent Restraint. You know, it's going to be tough keeping Lush Lips off my tickets because of Brendan Walsh. He's doing very well at Keeneland. Also, I'm going to pick to win. I'm going with Laura Lynn. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Let me know who you're picking in this race. Good luck.